think I haven't even organized my stuff. I am a flustered mess. Let's do makeup together. I am home today from work trying to do my research stuff and education stuff for my license, and the internet is out. They've been sending a thing every day this week saying, for the last 2 weeks, basically saying, we're upgrading your service, making it better, but it goes down every day. And so today I'm supposed to be doing research stuff online, and I can't do any of it because my internet's not working, and I'm so frustrated, and I've been sick all weekend, and I don't feel like going out, but now I have to because I have to do this stuff because it's due. So I'm gonna get makeup on to go to sit in a coffee shop and work on CME. So to start with, I bought this new, I'm gonna just use some of the stuff that I bought during the Sephora sale as I'm kind of getting my thoughts on everything. The first thing I'm gonna use, this is new from Amazon to me. I've been on the hunt for another type of glowy SPF. This is, I'm not sure the brand. It's a Korean one, Gangnam. There's the, I don't know if you can see that, but it's SPF 50 and it's glow, which is right up my alley. I've already put on some moisturizer, so I'm gonna do this. It has a hint of fragrance. It's like a florally fragrance. I just bought how does it have a white looking cast? I just bought a Purito one, but I returned it because it smells, I can't do like super sunscreeny smelling fragrance because it smells like a scent a lotion that I bought when I was pregnant with my oldest, and I then started vomiting everywhere, and so I just associate that like coconutty sunscreen smell with throwing up. So I instantly feel terrible when I smell it, so I returned that one. However, this one, I can do the florally fragrance. That one's pretty, it feels kind of greasy, but I'll keep trying it out. Initial kind of first look at it, it's glowy. I really like the e.l.f. glowy SPF, but I noticed it was pilling. And if I would rub, because I don't use foundation, if I like scratched right here, it would kind of come off in chunks, skin colored chunks that I don't love. So I already used the Milani eyeshadow primer, set it with the Huda powder, and then I'm going to use this, oh, I hope that's still recording, the Pat McGrath eyeshadow palette. The last time, so in addition to all of the frustration I'm experiencing right now, which really in the grand scheme of things is not that big of a deal, but I recorded a video putting on this. However, I don't know what I'm doing. And so the video that I recorded, you literally could just see from here up. So I had to scrap that entire video. Okay. Don't remember what was said. My husband called. The last time that I tried to record a video using this, since I have no idea what I'm doing, I only had from like here up and was showing products like here, but because you could only see here up, you couldn't see anything. So I'm going to try using this again. This is the new, and I can't remember if I said it in the Sephora haul video I posted, but I feel like, I'll say it again. A lot of the Sephora hauls that I've been watching are, so they've been on TikTok, and sorry, I'm trying to turn this off. I feel like the majority of the stuff that I'm seeing on TikTok is all kind of base products that people are getting and super interested in, and I'm not seeing, I can remember when Pat McGrath palettes used to come out and people were obsessed with them, and now I never really see people talking about it. And this is the first Pat McGrath Mothership palette that has come out in years, I think 2 years, and I haven't seen anyone talking about this. And maybe that's just because TikTok is not, I feel like eyeshadow is more of a YouTube thing, so who knows. Anyway, I'm going to try this. I'm going to go in with this dark green to start. When I was editing my last video, pretty much every other word I said was and so there's a bunch of cuts in that one because I was so sick of hearing the word come out of my mouth. So I'm trying to make a very concentrated effort to not say today. But I don't even realize I'm doing it, so we'll see how that goes. This is basically, I did my eyeshadow yesterday doing the same thing, and I liked the way it turned out. I will say, I don't know if it's me or the eyeshadow. I know greens are really hard to do, and I am not a makeup artist. I'm not a professional. I have no idea what I'm doing. I just like to play with makeup. But just using this green, I noticed in my outer corner, it didn't, when I blended it, it didn't blend out super evenly. You could see a bunch of kind of streaky lines in my outer corner. So we'll see if that happens again today. Hang on. That didn't do anything. I feel like I can't see very well in the light. I'm going to go in with this kind of purpley color. Just to kind of blend the edges of that green out a little bit. Hopefully smooth out. So see, you can kind of see. And part of that, I think, is just I have, oh God, my stomach. My hooded eyelids. As I have gotten older, my skin is getting looser and saggier, most notably in my eyelids. And I notice that a lot when I'm doing eyeshadow because it's probably a technique of me blending and not knowing what I'm doing, but it just looks not super smooth when I don't remember having that issue before, even when I use a super fluffy brush to blend it out. So then I'm gonna go in with this kind of lavendery color. I feel like it gives a bit of a mermaid effect, which my daughters are obsessed with. I'll just do that in the middle third of my eye and then go in with this one in my inner corner. All right. I'm on TikTok seeing people raving about Kosas concealer right now. I think part of that is the what's the new product they came out with? The color correctors. People are obsessed with the color correctors. I don't have the color corrector. I do have just the regular concealer. So I wanted to try that out again. I've had it for a little bit. It's not one I've used a ton though, because it's not been one of my absolute favorites. I kind of go for more, honestly, my Natasha Denona concealer is probably my most used, and the Tower 28. Okay, I'm gonna wait to set it because I have my Rare Beauty, the liquid contour in the shade Mellow. A little of this does go a long way. It's not as intense as the blushes, but it's pretty pigmented. So it looks alarming, but it will blend out. It's intense though. I cannot get enough of this Tower 28 blush in Party Hour. It's the purpley color of my dreams. And I feel like it goes really well with this Pat McGrath palette. Okay. Then I have a highlighter. It's sitting here in front of me. All right, so this Dior, the new highlighter in Dior Forever. Actually, you know what? First, I'm going to set my under eyes so I don't get super creasy, which is what I tend to do. I'm just using the Huda. And then now I'll use the Dior Luminizer. And then I'll use, I have the Urban Decay All Nighter Hyaluronic, that's a weird word. The watermelon fruit extract. Hyaluronic, that sounds really weird. I don't know why I'm having such a hard time. I hate the sprayer on this. I don't know if you can see, but it is. I don't like that. That's the worst sprayer ever. Okay. Do eyeliner. This is the Sephora 12-hour colorful contour eye pencil. And I have this one in the shade Tiramisu. I'll just use that on my upper lid or upper waterline. And then I always use the same essence. It used to be the pure, so it's the Silky Nude, but it used to be a different one. Now this is the Stay and Play. And then highlight my inner corner. I always use the Tribe Volume 3 highlighter because it's so intense as a highlighter, but for an inner corner highlight, I love it. I keep hearing creaking. I get such stage fright. My husband's not here, but there's no way I would have heard the thing. Oh, I wanted to go check and make sure. I kept hearing creaking. So this is not new, but it's a repurchase and I've been loving it again. It's the Huda Beauty One Coat Wow. And it really does do a lot with a little. I'll come back to it. I always let that kind of sit for a second. And then I'll use the Thrive Liquid Lash Extension on my lower lashes. I'll go back in with another coat or two of this. One second. Okay. Another coat of the Huda. And then I like to go in with, because I love to layer and give the thickest spidery-ish lashes possible. I'll go in with the Sephora Love the Lift for a coat or two. Oh, shoot. Oh, I see an Xfinity truck. Hopefully that means they're leaving and they're done and my internet's back. Okay, well, that's it. Can you tell I got mascara right there? I should have waited to let it dry, but I can't be bothered. I don't have any of my other lip products down here that I got during the Sephora sale, but I did buy this yesterday. I have the strawberry milkshake one. It's one of the new e.l.f. Glow Reviver Melting Lip Balms. And then this is in the shade Blackberry Sorbet. It's a little darker than I think I wanted, but it works. Okay, well, I feel better now that I've sat down and distracted myself with makeup. I'm gonna go check on my internet. Hopefully I can do my CME and get out of the bad mood that I am in. But yeah, thank you for hanging out with me while I get ready and complain. And hopefully this turns out okay, because I, again, have no idea what I'm doing. So let me know your thoughts. What makeup are you loving right now? I'm gonna probably go through, my next video will be a empties. There's some of them that I did not save, but I'll just pop some pictures up, but that'll be next. But otherwise, thanks for watching, like, subscribe, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.